Episode number 11 of the High School Football Roundup podcast. I'm Walter Johnson, and in this episode of the High School Football Roundup podcast, I'm going to break down the non-region records for just about every team in our region, more specifically the region in the high school football in the Southwest Georgia Network coverage area. And apologies for, and this is Thursday, today is Thursday, September 15th, 2016, and apologies in advance for not doing an episode earlier this week due to technical difficulties. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to get started, and we'll start in GHSA Region 17A. The largest of the 7 classifications in the Georgia High School Association, and all 4 teams, Camden County, Colquitt County, Lowndes, and Tift County, have combined for an overall record of only 6 wins against 9 losses. And Lowndes and Tift County sit at 3-1, and the Vikings have won 3 in a row since losing to Valdosta. And in the Wintersville Classic to begin the season on August 19th. And Tift County is 3-0, and the Blue Devils reeled off 3 straight wins, all blowouts, over the likes of South Effingham and Cook of Ado, both here in Georgia, as well as Thunder Ridge, Colorado. But they lost for the first time all season long as they fell at home to Valdosta in a blowout, 42-13, in Camden County, 0-3, in back-to-back GHSA Class 6A state champion Colquitt County, 0-4, in both. Who would have thought that both Camden County and Colquitt County would be a combined 0-7 going into the week 5. The week of September 16th, 2016, but that's the situation they're facing right at this very moment. On the other hand, you're moving on to Class 6A, Region 1, 6A, and the 5 teams there, Coffee, Houston County, Lee County, north side of Warner Robins, and Valdosta, have combined for a whopping 17-1 record, with Houston, Northside, and Valdosta all sitting at 4-0. Lee County 3-0, with their game against Hardaway of Columbus being canceled, and Coffee 2-1. And Coffee, so far, has had the only blemish on Region 1 6A's otherwise outstanding non-region mark so far, losing on Saturday, September 3rd, Labor Day weekend, to Ware County, 30-27, the final score in that contest. So, and that excellent mark will be put to the test on Friday, September 16th, which would be tomorrow night, as Valdosta travels down U.S. Highway 84 to just outside of Thomasville, Georgia, at the Jackets' Nest to face the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets, who are also combined 4-0. And in just less than about 50 minutes, as this is being broadcast live on Twitter at SWJ Network and on Spreaker at SWGA Network 12345. And Houston County will also put their undefeated mark on the line against Warner Robins, the Demons, in Class 5A. And north side of Warner Robins will play host to Ware County tomorrow night. And all but one team, Valdosta's team, which would be Coffee, occupying the top 4 spots in the state in Class 6A. So, I think it just proves, just how, how brutal and tough Region 1 6A is. And obviously October 7th can't come fast enough. And we're going to move right along, move quickly through some of these other regions. And in Region 1-5A, the Thomas County Central Yellow Jackets, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, are 4-0. Will host Valdosta this week. In Harris County, 2-1. Veterans out of Kathleen, Georgia, and Houston County at 1-3. The Bainbridge Bearcats been a rough start for the Bearcats at 0-2 so far. Not only losing to Lee County in 1-6A, also losing to Cairo, a heartbreaker, 17-14 last week in Warner Robins. The only other team that's yet to crack the win column in 2016 set at 0-3 and combined 7-9 non-region marks so far. And moving on to 1-4A, and all 8 teams combined for a 12-11 mark, led by the only undefeated team in that league, which would be the Hardaway Hawks from Columbus, Georgia, 2-0. And Hardaway was supposed to play at Lee County, but that game was canceled. And 3 other teams, Cairo, north side of Columbus, and Westover of Albany, at 2-1. And then 4 more teams, America Sumter, Carver Columbus, Columbus High, and Shaw, all 1-2. And a combined, and they finished non-region play at 12-11, just barely above 500, 1 game above 500. And the reason I say that is because region play starts for all 8 teams in 1-4A next week, this week I should say, which includes Westover heading up US Highway 19 to Americus, Georgia, to face the American Sumter Panthers, Westover Patriots, American Sumter Panthers, and Hardaway will try to put their undefeated mark on the line against the Cairo Syrup Makers. And moving down the classification list in Region GISA, Region 3 AAA, and as I'm broadcasting live, Crisp County Cougars are in Macon in about 45 minutes. They'll face the Rutland Hurricanes out of Macon, Georgia. And not only are the Cougars from Cordele, the only undefeated team left in GHSA Region 1 AAA, and they are also the only team that actually has a winning record up to this point. And despite blowing out 3 of their next door neighbors in America Sumter, Dooley County, and Turner County, and seeing so far for Crisp County, and all been double-digit wins, 38-6 season opening win over Dooley County, 31-14 round of America Sumter at home, and then in their last contest, they traveled, made the short trip down to Ashburn, Georgia, where they trounced Turner County, 42-20. And it'll be interesting to see how this Cougar team fares. And Monroe of Albany, the Tornadoes are 1-1, with a game against Thomasville already been canceled. Worth County 2-2, defeating Turner County and Early County 28-0 last week, and losing to Region 1 5A foes like Thomas County Central and Veterans, and then Cook 0-3, Daugherty of Albany 0-2 on the year. Combined non-region record of 6-8, and Region 1 AA also 6-8 in non-region play so far, led by 2 teams that are 2-0 in Brooks County and Fitzgerald. Berrien sitting at 2-1 on the season, and then 3 teams that are winless. Early County 0-2-1, losing at Eufaula, Alabama, as well as at Worth County And the lone tie so far came against the Seminole County Class Single A school out of Donaldsonville, Georgia. Donaldsonville with only 1D at the beginning, not Donaldsonville with 2 Ds. And Albany High 0-3, and Thomasville 0-2. Thomasville hasn't played in less than 3 weeks. They were supposed to play Monroe a couple of weeks ago on Thursday, September 1st, but it was canceled due to Hurricane Hermine. And had an off week last week. And a combined non-region mark of 6, 8, and 1 so far. And doing my quick math. And 6, 8, and 1. And on our final region, GHSA region, which would be 1 single A. And all 6 teams there are combined 5, 3, and 1, led by several undefeated teams. Mitchell County at 3-0, Seminole County 2-0-1, and Roundup Clay 2-0, and Pelham 2-1, Miller County 1-1, 1-2. Carroll County, Baconton Charter, and 1-1. Stewart County 1-2. Calhoun County and Chattahoochee County, both 0-2. And that's the overall record. Here's the region standings. Mitchell County is 2-0, so as the Seminole County. Randolph Clay 1-0. Pelham, Miller County, Terrell County, all tied for the 4th at 1-1. And running out of time, obviously, getting short on time. And we can move on to the GISA really quick. And moving on to the GISA really quick here. And or we can just get to GHSA Region 2 Single A, where you have Irwin County, Turner County, Wilcox counties, and Clinch County, which opens region play, hosting Irwin County tomorrow night, a rematch of last year's Single A Public School Championship game. And we got 1-2 Irwin taking on 2-1 Clinch. And Clinch County is the only team with a winning record right now at 2-1. Terrell Fair is 1-1, and every other team has at least 2 or more losses. And we can quickly get to the GISA, and all 5 teams in GISA Region 3 AAA have a combined overall mark of 14-8. And Brookwood out of Thomasville, Georgia, only undefeated team. And you got Deerfield at 3-2, Southland 3-2. Tifton and Bellwood at 2-2 so far, and Westwood is at 2-3. Terrell Academy 1-3. Georgia Christian SGA both at 0-4. Combined mark of only 3-14 as far as non-region games. Region play for both regions, 3 AAA and 3 AA, won't start until October 7th. So it all boils down to region play for most teams in our area come the beginning of October. And that's going to do it for this edition of the High School Football Roundup podcast. This impromptu short notice podcast episode number 11. Remember to follow on Twitter at SWJ Network and on YouTube and Spreaker at SWJ Network 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm Walter Johnson. Once again, I thank you for listening. Out of time and out of here. Bye.